Hello students, welcome to our new session. Today we are going to discuss about nutritive substance enzymes and energetic for BSc third year zoology under Tribhuvan University. Nutrition is a biochemical and physiological process by which an organism uses food to get energy. It includes ingestion, absorption, assimilation, biosynthesis, catabolism, and excretion. The type of nutrition are autotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and mesotrophic mode of nutrition. Similarly, nutrients. What do you mean by nutrients? Nutrients are the molecules. Nutrients are molecules need to make energy, grow, develop, and reproduce for living beings. Type of nutrients on the basis of requirements or amount. Nutrients are mainly two types, that is macronutrient and micronutrient. Macronutrients are the nutrients which is required in large amount, that is carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Similarly, micronutrients which is required in our body in small amount, that is vitamins and minerals. Now first of all, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are complex organic compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Simplest form of carbohydrate is glucose or sugar. On the basis of chemical complexity, carbohydrates are classified into three categories, that is monosaccharide, oligosaccharide, and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides. It is simple form of carbohydrate and cannot be further hydrolyzed into other forms. Example: glucose, galactose, fructose, etc. Similarly, oligosaccharide or disaccharides, intermediate form of carbohydrate containing 2 to 10 molecule of monosaccharides. Example: maltose, lactose, sucrose, etc. Now third one is polysaccharides, that is complex organic compounds containing 10 to 1000 molecules of monosaccharides. Example: starch, cellulose, glycogen, chitin, etc. The sources of carbohydrate are rice, bread, wheat, fruits, sweet potatoes, bread, honey, jams, etc. Now function of carbohydrate. What are the function of carbohydrate? It is the main source of energy and rich of food materials. Major composition of cell wall and exoskeleton. It forms the component of DNA and RNA. It take part in formation of amino acid. The amount of carbohydrate for adults, we should take 50 gram or that is 55 to 70% of the total food consumed. We should take 50 grams carbohydrate of the total food consumed, that is 55 to 70%. Now similarly, another nutrient, that is protein. Proteins are complex organic compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Nitrogen is principal element for proteins. The simplest form of protein or simplest unit of protein is amino acid. On the basis of chemical nature, protein are of three types, that is simple protein, a long chain of amino acid which are linked with each other with the help of peptide bonds. Not bones. It is an error. Bones. It is bones. BONDS, bones. Example: albumin, globulin, prothrombin, and fibrinogen, etc. Similarly, complex or conjugated proteins. Protein combines to each other to form complex or conjugated proteins, that is glycoproteins, phosphoprotein, lipoproteins, etc. And third one is dry proteins, intermediate form of proteins, formed after partial hydrolysis of simple proteins, that is proteases, peptones, peptidases, etc. And amino acid, which we called monomer of proteins, right? Monomer of protein is amino acid. There are mainly 20 types of amino acid required for our body, which are divided into two groups, that is essential amino acids and non-essential amino acid. First of all, essential amino acid. 10 of them cannot be synthesized. Out of 20, 10 of them cannot be synthesized by our body, so it is needed from external source. The example of essential amino acid is leucine, isoleucine, lysine, valine, etc. Arginine and histidine are semi-essential amino acid because arginine and histidine are semi-essential amino acid because arginine and histidine are required only in infant stage, not only adult stage, so they are called semi-essential amino acids. Now similarly, non-essential amino acid, out of 20, 10 of them can be synthesized in our body. The example of non-essential amino acids are alanine, glycerin, serine, tyrosine, etc. Now source of as a whole protein sources of protein are meat, eggs, fish, cheese, milk, pulses, nuts, beans, soybeans, etc. The amounts for adults, we should take 50 to 100 gram daily of the total food consumed, that is 10 to 15% of the total food. The protein is required in large amount during childhood and pregnancy. Now, what are the function of proteins? It is the source of energy, forms enzymes, it drives hormones, it forms major composition of cell membrane, actin and myosin protein in the striated muscle fibers, prothrombin and fibrinogen help in blood clotting in our wound. So that they are the function of proteins. Now lipids, another important nutrients for our body to run our biological cycle. Lipids are water insoluble biomolecules that are soluble in organic solvents like alcohol and ether. They are important for energy storage, cell structure and biological function. The major composition of lipids are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. In some lipids also contain phosphorus and nitrogen. Now types of lipids. Lipids made up of fatty acids and types of lipids. First one is simple lipids, and another compound or complex lipids, and another last one is dry lipids. Simple lipids are made up of fatty acid and alcohol. Example, fats, oils, waxes. They are mainly store energy. Compound or complex lipids that contain additional groups like phosphate, carbohydrate and protein. Example, phospholipids and glycolipids and lipoproteins. And last one is dry lipids. Lipids obtained from hydrolysis of simple or compound lipids. Example, cholesterol and steroids. Now, what are the function of lipids? Function of lipids. Energy storage. The main function of lipid is energy storage. Structural role in membranes, cell membranes, that is the role of phospholipids, insulation and protection of our organs, and hormone precursors, that is steroids, and absorption of fat soluble vitamins, that is ADEK, absorption of fat soluble vitamins. Now, what are the sources of lipids? Plants, plant or plants, not only plants, plants aisles, plants, uh, aisles, nut, seed, avocado, and animals, butter, ghee, meat, fish, egg yolk, egg yolk. Now, what are the health aspect of lipids? Unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are, or unsaturated fat is good for our heart, and saturated fat may rise cholesterol, and trans fats. Trans fat is harmful, so should be avoided. It is a processed fat, so it may be harmful for our health. Okay, that's all for today. We will continue in our next session from vitamins. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you.